Read the whole
right
time.
there.
Yeah, I was like, I just got all warm and fuzzy when I seen it was the beer of the month.
I don't have the music and shit set up, man, so we're just gonna get going. I'm just gonna start, okay?
Well, I was waiting for the music to open up a new beer. So
go get the beer, man. Go get the beer. Who's this chick? Who's this chick joining us?
I'm here.
I can hear you. Can you see me? Surprise Jay. He's with us too.
Hey,
check out this chick.
There she is. Can I tell you how many times I've almost made inappropriate comments on like you put a picture of your beautiful hair and I'll be like, everyone's like, oh, purple's great, and I'll be like, there's hair in that photo. Like, I just think it's like your work one. I'm like, yeah, I'll just like it. I won't be like, there's hair in that picture.
Yeah. I figured there was only one way to make up our fuck up last week that I lost the recording is to get double teamed by J-Mac and I.
Woo. My kind of party.
Now it's
all right, I'm just starting it up because I don't have the music and shit in here. I'm in a whole different location now. I'm in the house, so all right, here we go. Fighting for evil because good is dumb. This is the Going Deep Show. I'm the kid. Welcome to the program, everybody. J-Mac is joining us from Minneapolis. What's up?
What's happening, kids?
And also, her loveliness, Jess from the STL, making it up to her because we totally fucked up the recording last week. I totally felt like shit because the next day as I was about to get that file set up, it just disappeared. The whole fucking thing went away, and it comes right after you message and say, was it good? Did I do all right? You're like, was it okay? And I'm like, yeah, it was great. It was great. And then I'm like, we're not going to release that one. That one wasn't that.
It was.
I didn't want you.
Yeah, just scratch that.
I didn't want your ego to take a hit on that, so I wanted to definitely make sure that that's completely my fuck up, and that was not done intentionally. Okay. So you have to forgive me. All right.
I forgive you.
Okay, good.
Please forgive me. I know not what I do.
Classic J-Mac with the singing. I like it.
We got the kid, we got J-Mac, we got Jess. It's like MySpace all over again.
It is. It's totally. I think the last
time the good old days
was during those MySpace days. I remember it was in the old studio back in the front, and yeah, it was pretty fucking sweet. She's dating an old guy who is about the same age as me now.
Real old guy.
Yeah, super old. Oh, J-Mac, how many years until you're 40?
I think two.
You think?
Two. So I was accidentally at 1 year I skipped 37, and then the next year I was 36 twice. So, but no, I'm 38 now.
Ah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jess. Did we talk about everybody sexually harassing everyone when we were on last time, or was that just something that we didn't discuss? I can barely remember. I think we talked about how excited my girlfriend was going to be that you're the same age as her and your boyfriend is the same age as me. I thought that was cool.
Oh, I think it's awesome.
But I think, Jade, I've been wanting to ask you about all this harassment stuff and if you're shocked by any of it, because I'm just not shocked by it.
I'm not shocked. Sometimes the names come up and I'm like, Al Franken, come on, man. Come on, Al Franken. That hit home for me today. The missus and I are big fans of Al Franken. He's our Minnesota senator. And
you call him Al Franken, though. His name is Al Franken.
Whatever. I was thinking of the Frankenstein. No, that was.
I call him Stuart Smalley.
Yeah, but yeah, that one really hurt, man. That one hurt. But
Wally called it last week. We did a show and we were doing the celebrity perv pool instead of the death pool, and Wally said that he did call Al Franken out, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Sure enough, boom, it's true. Jess, how many times do you get harassed? Do you get harassed on a regular basis?
Not as often as I used to. I'm sure if I were to go on my little FetLife page, there'd be a lot of things I would consider harassment.
Guys will never feel that. Guys will never feel that. You know what I mean? Because when a guy gets harassed, it's like chick grab your ass, chick says some inappropriate thing. To a guy, it's never inappropriate.
That's the key. Yeah, it's never inappropriate. The only thing is you have to bite your tongue to be like, is she like fishing for a compliment? Like, where do I go here? Yeah. You don't want to come back over the top, like, whoa, bro, whoa, and then have them freak out on you.
It's because Jay, I don't know. I'm not speaking for you, but I know I have been
True.
hit on by gay guys before.
Oh. I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
anybody's gaydar off.
Do I throw it? Do I throw a gay vibe out at all?
No.
Hmm.
You are snappily dressed, though.
No.
Not like Rob Halford from the damn Judas Priest or anything like that. Hell bent for leather and shit. None of that.
Maybe you just pull off that like completely metro, like you're just man, where it doesn't matter. You're just...
I ooze man. Wait, that doesn't sound right. It sounds like something happened after anal.
That is man news right there.
Okay, so Jess, let's talk to me. What's going on? What have you been doing? Where are you at? You're hiding somewhere?
I don't know. I was at the salon all day trying to take the salon family photo, which was supposed to be done at 4 o'clock. Didn't get done until about 7:30.
How many people are in this family
And
photo?
yeah, it's just everybody in the salon. They wanted to take a group photo.
We used to do a website for a salon in town, and the thing we noticed about the people who work at the salon, they always seem to be arguing with one another for some reason. Is this the case with you guys? You guys get along all right, or is you get
We
you get
get
that
along
many
great.
ladies?
We chew each other out, fondle each other in inappropriate times, and say really inappropriate shit when
Harassment.
clients are around.
Harassment.
Yeah, but the clients know that we're just like that.
That's how it should be. Everybody's getting too uptight with this politically correct crap.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Jay, I need to ask you this, okay? Because your lady, Spider Monkey, has some vague similarities to like my lady. They're both slender and thin. And how often are you with them when you notice other guys scoping them out? That has to happen.
Per day. And it's
every day.
It's like, so I explain to Lisa all the time. So a guy will come walking and like I'll be like lagging because I'm looking at something and she takes off. And it'll be like guy coming at her, guy checking her out. And once a guy do instantly after checking the girl out, he looks up and then makes eye contact with me. And I usually just mouth the words like or like I'll be like, yeah. And then they just get all sheepish.
During the summertime, I find it most interesting to wear sunglasses because people don't think that they can see, that right. You're wearing sunglasses. You obviously can't see where I'm looking. And it's that's the most interesting to me.
Or I'll just like, I'll tap her. I'm like, that dude is just not even giving it. Like, I find the older the man, the more he doesn't care anymore, where he's just like, or he'll even like take the sunglasses down. I'm like, just hide it, perv.
I said at the gym a lot lately. They'll come like right where I'm working out, right in front of me, and just sit there and have this dorky grin on their face as if it's Christmas.
What do you wear when you go to the gym? Is it something where you're kind of all hanging out, or what do you got? You got it all buttoned up pretty good. I mean, what are you wearing? Yoga pants
right now?
No, like when you're at the gym, like what you got the
leggings.
Leggings.
And then a little tank top.
Little tankety toppy. Doing push-ups, everybody looking at the cleavage. All that.
Yes.
Guys can't do that, really. There's nothing on a guy. Like, tell me when you're at the gym, you see a guy who looks good. There's no like one point of interest. For a guy, it's sensory overload. You walk into a gym, it's just like ass, titties, face, legs, everything. It's just. But for chicks, what are you doing? I can't see bulge. You can't see bulge in the guy,
Oh yeah, I mean they're wearing like gym shorts, basketball shorts, pants. They're running on the treadmill, and you just see this junk
just hobbling back and forth, like the
I wonder how it grows.
Like the NFL Combine, right, Jay? When they're doing the running.
Combine. It's funny because
there's plenty to see at the gym.
There's this lady every day I get to the gym or I work out 3 days a week, and every time, right where like first thing I do is I roll. So I go to this like hardwood area and I'm rolling, and the wife and I look up, and every time right on the stairmaster is pigtail sports bra leggings right in front of us, like every time. And her face is okay, but her body is rocking. And she is on the stairmaster in every day.
Those
and
are
it,
evil. Those are
and
just
she
evil.
looks like she's on that stairmaster every day. Like you see tan body, sports bra, leggings, pigtails. You're like, I can't wait to get in front of her and do some awkward yawn to see her. And then you're like,
So why is she evil?
No, I think she's referring to the stairmaster as being evil.
Oh, the stairmaster's being evil. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the never-ending staircase, and I'm terrified if I ever get on it, and I need to like, it's gonna keep going, and I'm just gonna fall off of it.
But it would work for you guys because you never have to go down the stairs, so that would be like a bonus for you. You're only going up. You don't have to worry about the down the stairs issues. So
I don't know.
This morning on
there,
CBS, I
on
was
the little
watching.
elliptical things. By the time I get off, my legs are jello.
Dude, I haven't worked out in like probably a month. Easy. It's just I had to pack on some pounds during the winter. Just
keep you warm.
I do it every year. Once baseball's done, I don't even try for like a month. And then once between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'll start kicking it back up a notch. Pig out at Christmas and start dialing it back in January. It's the only way to maintain. You can't, like, what I notice when I go too skinny, my face gets all like Skeletor and like starts caving in on itself. It doesn't look that good. All my wrinkles come out and shit. That look fucking terrible.
They're using the word gaunt.
Yeah, gaunt. And then when I got a little extra LBs on me, I feel like I look better. I don't look quite as old.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? How many years ago was it, Jay, where we lost a bunch of weight? You were down how many pounds, man? You were down quite a bit.
Yeah, I was down quite a bit. Yeah, that was like 6, 7. We were down. I think I'm not at a comfortable weight, but I'm not that. I was looking like cokehead cancer patient there for a while. So I like to get close to there again.
Let's talk about what's on tap. What are you guys drinking? You said you had some crappy wine from earlier, didn't you, Jess?
Yes, I put it in my little mug because it was all warm.
J-Mac?
I went to the Summit Saga today, or after that last one.
Jay, you get to drink the good shit.
I do.
I have to hide the shitty shit in a cool mug.
Nice.
No, I need some stickers.
I have them. I have loads of them. I have magnets. In fact, see these right here? These are fucking stickers. They're huge.
I saw that. I was like, wow, look at him decorating.
From your like old printer.
No, that's stickers, dude. No, they're stickers.
On clipboards.
Yeah, those are stickers I ordered. And the only thing that I've stuck them on so far has been this tiny little flask. J-Mac, have you seen this before?
Yeah, I have. I've not seen it with the gigantic sticker, though.
Well, here's to put in perspective how big that sticker is. This is the regular sticker. That's fucking huge.
I like a sticker, but I don't think I own anything big enough that would go on.
A couple guys are going to put them on their cars. I got some serious business
put it on
to
the
talk
car.
Okay, and I need your guys' opinions on some stuff. Because my lady is getting I released a couple shows this week because it's November. I'm trying to release a show every day. So it's getting difficult. It's getting hard.
So hard.
It's mainly hard because I have to chug. Like, do you know how many beers I have for a show? I at least have 2 beers per show. So that's another reason I probably have a little. See, standing in the kitchen, I can see the gut. I don't know if I like the standing now that I have the thing going on, but
so people that stays there, like bring it up.
What do you want me? I can totally like go. I can go skinny, and I can go prego. So it's
gonna be a soccer player.
Okay, so here's what I'm getting at. Okay, I've been recording a shit ton, and I don't really. I'm not sitting making plans as far as like I'm trying to get headlines, trying to see what's in the news, trying to get topics to talk about and shit like this. Okay, but every once in a while, you start the show. People who listen, they're like, I want to come on, I want to come in, I want to get in. Okay, so that's what's been going on for the past 2 weeks. And anybody and everybody who wants to come in and do the show, I'm just like, yep, come in, doing the show. Monday nights we're doing shows. Tuesday nights we're doing shows. Wednesday, Thursday. The only nights I've been taking off is Wednesday and Sundays. But I've been recording as much as I possibly can. Okay, so you know me, Jay. I don't think about the fuck I say. I just fucking say it. I get on the mics, invite people in, whatever. I don't give a shit. I just want to talk.
Right.
And so yesterday in today's show, we had my friend Mr. Crowley in. And he is having a party this coming Saturday where there's going to be stripper poles and there's going to be a contest. His friend that is at this house has revamped his entire garage, stripper poles and all sorts of fun. And, so I do the show. This girl comes in. I'd never met her before. This is the first time my friends met her. I do the show like I normally do. Don't think about it. My significant other, though, of course, being involved with me, sometimes has this gauntlet of obstacles you need to get through, and when it comes to the mindset and things. And one of those is me talking to another woman and referring to her in these endearing terms that you do. What's up, baby? How's it going? What's up, sweetheart? How's this? You know what I mean? And kind of just saying things the way you say them to people. Just not even, I'm not thinking about that. It's just, you're here to I'm trying to keep the conversation flowing and all this stuff. Well, she has a little.
You got to keep a girl in that intimidating situation as comfortable as possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and for me, I could see her uneasiness as she came in. You walk out into that, not where I am at right now, but you walk out into that studio, you're walking into a room full of couches and equipment and microphones everywhere and cameras and all sorts of shit. So your initial reaction, I mean, hell, if I walked into that environment, I would not be comfortable. So I like Jay said, I'm trying to ease her mind and get her comfortable and all that stuff. Well, with that in mind, my ex and the new girl when the last time I had a conversation with all three of us, Red says to her, he's got to change the show. He can't do what he did and had what he has. And you're just not going to be comfortable with it. So I said to her, okay, yeah, we should let's mix it up. Let's change some shit. Let's do it up. Right. Okay. That doesn't mean I'm going to eliminate every female from the show. Okay. Right, Jen? It's just not going to happen. You need a female voice. You need to have somebody in on it and stuff like this. So, Jay, when you first started going with your now wife, Spider Monkey,
funny story.
How did you approach letting her know? And in fact, J Mac, this goes back all the way to when you were with people after your marriage, because you have the uncanny ability to still be friends with the people who you were with and had a relationship and then just dumped. I don't know if that's just from the outside looking in that it looks like what it was. But what the hell? How did you manage to just maintain friendships along with?
Well, that's a whole separate thing. Like, I don't know why. I'm always just friends with my ex. I like to keep it clean. I don't want them. But anyway, with my current wife, it was about, like, I was like, you can listen to, like, that's my history. Like, you know what I mean? Guys can lie. Guys can do this. But I'm like, mine's hours and hours of recorded history right there. If you can be cool, you can go listen to anything you want. And she's like, well, I can totally be cool. Heard one story, involved the pool table. I'm like, all right, you can't go back. You can't go back and listen to any show when we started hooking up. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Right.
And then, like, oh, I'm cool. That's fine. But she also, but I guess we had a little hiccup. She read some show titles. So
oh, Jesus.
Which show titles did you got to know that
I was going to go listen to an episode that you weren't even on, but I read the show titles trying to find one you didn't read on, and then, yeah. But no.
I'm sorry, Jay. Do you understand what those show titles are for, right? I had a conversation with you.
I explained it. They're for shocking the y'all.
They're shock and awe, but they also will draw in more listeners depending on what the titles are.
So that was a hiccup, and then, but once we got past the little hiccup, it was like, you're totally right. If I can't be cool and listen about your exploits, of course, she then wanted me to be like honest and tell her about them, which that wasn't happening.
Fuck no, man. That's why they're there. Guys aren't going to keep diaries. This is like our diary. This is like what we,
Right. So we just basically agreed to like moving forward.
Okay. Okay. So Jess, when you first started listening to us,
yeah,
and you were hearing the stories and things back then, what kind of drew you to it? Was it you kind of like, I get the chance to eavesdrop in on these guys and what they're talking about. This is what they would do when they're just with themselves. We like forget that we're actually recording this and it's going to go out to the world. Is that kind of how you?
Especially back then, we had no format. We had nothing.
I mean, to you guys back then, like what was going through my head mainly was guys think about what they talk about, and then mainly just enjoying the stories that you guys always had.
Yeah.
Because I was.
I'll never, Jess. Jess, every time I think of you, honestly, here's my story. I think of like this is probably 05, maybe no 06, 07. I moved to Key West, and I'm living in Key West. I was divorced, and I'm down there. And I remember just chilling. I think I get on like Yahoo Messenger or something, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, Jess is on." I'm like, "Hey, kid, haven't talked to you. How you been?" "This is Jess's mom. You need to get off." And this was like, she's like, "I've told her not to talk to you. I've warned you to not talk to her." And I was like, "I'm talking to you. I'm really sorry."
Oh, they've learned their lesson as far as like snooping all my shit goes.
No, I've
got into the burlesque scene. I've, was topless in a local newspaper online. Like, they know.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, we're talking like
she blames us for all this, Jay. Her mom blames us for all of this shit.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking. I mean, what year did you graduate high school? 08?
2010.
10. So we're talking like 06, 07. And
yeah,
and I was just like, "Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, and there's a reason for it, J Mac." And she's like typing back. I was like, "I asked how you were doing," but you know what I mean.
I recall. There was a photo.
I remember she told me afterwards. She's like, "They tried to contact you," and I'm like, "You're looking through my shit again."
She's like, she must have been like, "You left it up on your computer in your room, locked by password, but you left it up there or something." It was just so funny. I was like,
Jay, this kind of reminds me of when we had the softball team, because there was an instance then too where we had a girl on the softball team who I think we had called. We're good about keeping it on the straight and narrow when it comes to that kind of stuff. We've had some people who've been wanting to come in to do the show. "Well, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna do the show. I'm like, "How old are you?" They're like 17. I'm like, "Nope, you gotta be 18 to come in. Cannot, nobody under 18 can even. You
don't want to adjust from the STL scenario.
No. It's good that the shit worked out well with you, and you've turned into the lovely awesomeness that you are. But I recall at one time J-Mag getting a hold of me and be like, "Dude, you gotta get it. She's on the front page of the website."
yeah. Ixnay.
It was nothing, but it was nothing risque at all. It was nothing at all. We were just throwing her a shot. We were like, to our number one fan and all this, and it's. I liked that we did that. We didn't do anything malicious, and it was nothing that was off base.
Yeah, I think she was even like swinging a bat or something. But I was like, yeah, she was just swinging a softball bat in her GDS shirt. I was like, "Hey."
No, we had Jess on there. We had on the site too. Because I just sent her the graphic that I did. Remember that?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the softball girl still. But we had that like separate sports page. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so back to what I was saying though. I remember going through the same scenario with Red back in the day, and when the show first started, and it was on a drive back from Grand Rapids, and we were probably only maybe 30 or 40 shows into the creation of what it has become this. And she was just like, well, what are you going to talk about on the show? I'm like, I don't know, whatever pops in my freaking head. I said, and that's really to this day, this is still the same thing. When I came in here tonight and I knew I was going to talk to Jay and I knew Jess was going to come on, I have like a piece of paper in front of me and a pen, and I wrote 3 things down, and that's it. But I have notes and all this shit, but I don't sit and think about it. So she was asking what I was going to talk about, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about your oversensitive clit, you know? And she like lost her fucking shit to the point where I think she was driving the car. And I remember right in the spot on the way where she hit the fucking brakes. She was like, Arr! I remember her like pulling off the road and saying shit. You will not talk about my clit and my oversensitive.
And then you're like, well, obviously it's not the only thing that's oversensitive.
So we get back to the show. We get back and we do the show. And I call her into the studio and I say, hey, come in here. Let's talk about your oversensitive clit, right? I mean, it was like the next time I recorded, I did it. I did the exact same thing she didn't want me to do. And then from that point on, it was like she knew not to like, I'm never going to tell him what I don't want him to say because he's going to fucking say it.
Yeah. I learned that lesson too. So I just don't tell him stuff. Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, you guys were always good, and you know, when you're on a more regular basis, you were always good at coming up with creative answers to real questions that you did have a real answer for. You would spin it in a way where it's like it's entertaining, whether it's true or not. It was just fucking hilarious.
Dude, that's so funny. So there's a really I've talked to you about this before. There's a really popular morning show in the Twin Cities. The 2 guys are hilarious, and they have like the awkward girl who's cute and funny, and she tells great stories. But anyway, there'll be times where they put her on the spot, just like what we've lived for 12, 15 years. Mm-hmm. She is completely unable to give a halfway sexy bullshit answer. And this was about a month or 2 ago, where they were like trying to convince her to say, like, there was like, what was the sentence, or what did a guy do that absolutely made you stop in the middle of sex? Like, did he say something, like call you the wrong name and be like, oh yeah, give it to me, or just did he say something and you were like, yeah, and then you were like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for like the last hour of the show, they couldn't get her to say it. They literally let the show run long. It was like after 9 when the show was supposed to end, and she's like, so it goes long and they finally convince her, and at like 9:15 or something, she's like, he said, yeah, take it, bitch. And they're like, wait, what? That made you like, and like the whole next day was the whole next day was nothing but people complaining that they were in their car listening to the show and were 15 minutes late for work for her fucking dumbass answer. It was so funny. But I mean, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that was what we tell girls before we hit record. Do not get embarrassed. Say some bullshit answer.
Make it up. Absolutely. And well, the thing is, Mr. Clean was the worst at doing that.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
I'll take entertaining over accurate any day of the week. I don't give a shit.
And most people will take the entertaining over the truth any day. You know?
Yeah. I was distracted there for a second. I saw boobs for a split second. You need to talk so that your whole...
Yeah, she always, when she moves, she's not talking, so it doesn't make her big. It's kind of annoying.
I think, here's the thing, though. It's like,
yeah, I keep like looking at myself. I'm like, oh God, my hair.
Turn it. Are you on your phone?
I am.
Turn it horizontal, because then we'll be able to see more of the screen. We'll see more real estate. Like, go horizontal with the phone and see if will it turn?
Let me see. What is my phone doing?
Well, now she just jumped into her car.
Well, what the hell, man? We lost her because I was interested in seeing more.
All right, hold on here. My phone's going bananas.
That shit is bananas.
So anyway, I'm trying to like just wrap my head around trying to make a new person accustomed to doing the show, Jay, and it's just, you know.
Well, the bad part is, I mean, not. I mean, I believe me, I'm all for this moving forward. It's just you're who you are. You know, it's kind of like Jess could maybe contest this. If a guy comes in and falls in love with a stripper, gets her off the stripper pole, and I'm like, hey, you can't do that anymore. Like you're like, false. You know what I mean? Like you can't come in and be like, oh, I love Alan for who Alan is. But yeah, you got to quit that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, the thing is, like a guy, and really any human being wants to like progress and not really, I wouldn't say change, but
Adapt.
Adapt. Yeah, things aren't going to be the same now as they were when I was, doing the show 10, 12 years ago. So this is a natural evolution is what I guess is more accurate.
It's a maturation. I mean, like my stories have come. They're not nearly as crazy. They're just as funny. Like,
J-Max humor will last no matter what subject is there. I'm really here to just lob it up to these guys. That's just really the thing. But you can't be pushed and pressured into like trying to, tone it down for me at least, because I have a hard enough time getting everything hooked up, gathering the troops to come in, processing all this bullshit afterwards. And again, this is just me bitching and moaning about it because I've had guys come be like, where's the show? How come we haven't had a show in a while? And I'm like, it's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. The show's never fucking going away.
Yeah.
When I die, the show's dead. Then that's it. But I gave my friends grief a little bit because I go, you have the convenience of showing up, drinking all the beer in the fridge, yammering into mics, and then driving away. I got to do all the shit still. I said, I don't have time to think about what I'm actually going to fucking talk about. That is why mainly I just say whatever comes off the top of my fucking head. It's because I don't have the fucking time to figure it out.
Right.
So, anyway, I don't mean to bitch, especially when we got Jess on. What's going on?
You're fine. I'm just thinking of like all the shit I would say back.
It's just I need women to like come to my defense a little bit. There have been women on the show who've enjoyed themselves. They come on the show, they let off some steam, they just blow off some steam. They come in, it's like a little therapy session that you don't have to pay for. You just come in, just fucking shoot the shit, and be off your way. Everybody gets this false impression that I'm here with this like devious little plan to do all this shit. And it's just not the case. It's like, I want to just capture right now what's going on right now. So anyway.
Well, we all know you and we know me. It's like, I have to tell people that is a character. Like when I step into that studio and that mic turns red, like I am a character. Like I'm like, I'll tell like when like you're right, Alan, between a lady and another lady, like, and they like once like, you introduce a girl to the show, they like go back and listen, like, oh my God, you're so funny, this and that, and then you're like, that is a character. Okay.
Well, yeah, and like the other night we had that girl in that my friend brought in. The show's over, mics are off. She stands up immediately, is like, that was so much fun. You guys are fucking hilarious. It's because we're just kind of like free thought, just letting it all hang out, and that's. Right. I hate the fact that I'm overthinking about this on the fucking show. I don't want to do this. This is a conversation I would have at the bar, really, and trying to convince somebody to do this shit. Let's focus on Jess. What's going on? Let's get real here. People want to know about other shit than me fucking pissing and moaning about trying to appease my new lady.
Let's talk about trends in hairstyling.
Yeah.
Say that again.
We want to know what the latest trends are in hairstyling.
Hairstyling?
Do you guys offer full service, like hair down in the nether regions and everything? The whole
waxing?
I have done some waxing in the nether regions, yes.
No shit.
I've also
really?
been the guinea pig at the school for Brazilian waxing, which was.
How's that?
There's one thing I don't want to. I mean, if I'm going to get that done, I'm going to a professional. I'm not going to be like, hey, you give it a shot.
That's so true,
no, I had 5 women standing all around me, and they're like, you can cover yourself up if you need to. Here's a towel. Here's this. And I'm like, I have the same shit. I'm just like, all right, let's do this.
Just freaking spread them and rip it out.
Did you scream like 40-year-old virgin?
See, I'm afraid. I have some hairs down there. I'm afraid of getting them ripped out. I think I fear the woman looking or being right in there to see this shit more than anything. But ripping it out,
It's
it'll
not
hurt
too
for a while.
bad. There's certain spots that like I'll just cringe as they're like trying to pull up the wax to like be able to have something to rip.
Behind you is your guy right there with you?
He is. He is
We wanna
being
introduce-
domestic.
Does he want to?
That's why I'm kind of having trouble
Do we
hearing
wanna
you guys, 'cause
introduce-
for some reason this thing's really quiet.
Okay. Do we want to introduce him? Is he interested in coming on with you guys? I don't want to like leave him out if he's right there.
Yeah. Hey, babe. Get your butt over here.
When you're done
Introduce
folding
thyself.
clothes. When those leggings are folded and properly put away.
Hey, what's
Hey,
happening? How's it
everybody,
going?
this is Steve.
Nice to
How's it
meet
going,
you.
guys?
Steve.
Hi,
Nice to meet you,
Steve.
man.
I feel like we're at
We've heard.
a meeting. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. We're talking about waxing and how afraid I am to get my ass waxed, which I really don't see a reason for, really, to be honest with
The
you.
ass is the easiest. It feels like nothing. It feels like somebody's putting like warm jelly on you.
You
And
have to explain what that's like. I don't think. Yeah.
I don't like when I sweat between the cracks of my
Yes.
fucking legs, so I don't know about this warm jelly situation.
Yeah. But if
I
I'm
don't know,
gonna
wax
have
jelly.
I want it warm because a cold jelly I had in my ass once was not cool. So,
J-Mac, do you remember a couple years ago?
There's nothing worse than like, I know every time we pull out the lube, it's like ice fucking cold. So as soon as like it goes on, I'm like, ah!
no, you got to
J-Mac,
do the like warm thing, like.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I don't know. We'd like grab the lube and we're like, ah, let's go. Lube everywhere.
Yeah. Putting it on.
Back in the years ago, like 2011, 12, I think I had Magnum and Rogue. I let them wax my nipples and rip it off live on the show. There's video of this. Do you remember?
Was
this,
that when
Jay?
you fell into the china cabinet?
That was like a couple of weeks into that. Yeah, but I let them rip off the nipple hair, and it bled. I mean, I had bleeding around my nipples and shit. That was the
Did
worst.
they put pressure on it after they did it?
I don't think
No,
you wanted him to touch it after. Nothing.
You're supposed to keep the
All I
blood from
remember-
coming up, but it just means they got the hair real good.
All I remember is they were laughing at me very, very hard, and I was crying. It was bad.
Did you yell for Kelly Clarkson?
No, I did not yell for Kelly Clarkson.
On a side note, we're joking about lube, and I look over, and on my table is this. But it turns out it's hand sanitizer. But it was weird that I looked over and it was like,
Good thing you didn't use it.
well,
Hey,
yeah.
Jim-Mac, I got a question. Do you have any good like sex stores there, like Lovers Lane type shit, or any?
Dude, of course, yeah. Jess, I sent you a Snapchat today of I was lost in downtown Minneapolis, and I ended up by. I can't even remember the name of it because, of course, Snapchat. I sent it to all my friends, but I don't even remember it. It was like it was some random name. Like I was literally lost in downtown Minneapolis. I'm at a stoplight, and I look over, and there is just a sex shop, like right there. Yeah, it was called like Lip
Sweet.
Sense or Lip Smackers or something crazy like that.
What about you, Jess?
I
You
love
got
lip
some good sex.
smackers. Those
You got
were
some
like-
good sex stores.
The teenage
Oh,
like-
yeah.
lubricant chapsticks.
Lube.
Was that? I don't even remember the name of it. Like that, I was like sent like 10 people a snap this morning at like 8 o'clock. I'm like lost in downtown Minneapolis. And I found a sex shop. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you when you went to Phoenix?
I think
Jay,
I
did-
saw that at the gym. I don't remember though.
You're like, oh, Jay sending me a snap at 8 a.m. This is gonna be amazing. I know.
This was pre ADD meds, so I'm just like on the freaking elliptical, like, oh my god.
Sex shop, keep going. Just another sex shop, keep
Like,
going.
ugh.
Anywho,
do you remember the castle in Phoenix? Did you go to the castle?
no,
Zoe.
I remember the castle. Yes.
Oh my god, my dog is licking my dildo.
Oh
That's
my
great.
god, you got to I got to see this. Show this to me. How big
Zoe.
is this fucking thing?
She's small. I yelled at her and she made a big sigh and laid down.
This will teach you. You got to clean that shit as soon as you're done with it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like it. The other one will like find panties and just drag them throughout the house. Next thing I know, I have like 5 pairs of underwear with the crotch gone.
Oh my God. I just had this conversation today. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my underwear, but it seems like I probably should buy some new shit. You know, Jay, did you have this when you got divorced? Did you find yourself just neglecting very, very important things in your life? Like, tell me, I need to know this. What?
Like showering? Underwear? What are you talking about?
No, not showering. I'm Mexican and I over shower. I do too much showering to compensate for this whole, cliche of being a dirty Mexican. So,
right.
Yeah. So I do. I over shower. I shower too fucking much.
And in between showers, it's Axe body spray everywhere.
Oh, God.
That's a Puerto Rican shower.
Oh.
No, I don't do the Axe body spray, no. But seriously, like, you know me. Before I was a big fucking baby, everything was handled. Life was handled. There's only one benefit now.
Behind Jess folding clothes ever. So yeah, never.
Well, here's just to let you know that some things don't change. The stuff that's in the dryer, they're dry. They've been dry for like 3 days. I just haven't taken them out of the dryer.
Well, we've taken about one article at a time. Like when you need underoos and you're like, oh, they're in that dryer.
They're just towels and shit, But no, there had to be some stuff that you did or that you were just like, I'm not used to doing this alone. Was there
like vacuuming and dishes?
Oh fuck!
No, I'm not saying like I didn't do dishes before, but you give them the rinse, they pile up, and then finally you get in an argument and one of you does them. Well, when there's that not argument going to happen, that they just build up and. If you put too much ketchup put too much ketchup on a plate and for your tater tots and you don't use it all, you usually just give it the old spritz and oh god. Yeah. If you want to our buddy Sleaze, one of the funny stories.
Oh yeah.
I was supposed to have people over, so I vacuumed, air quotes vacuumed, because I've been having people over. And then my neighbor lady comes over, old woman, or actually she called and was like, hey, my granddaughter is selling vacuums. She's like, can she come practice?
You made her come and do your fucking floors, right? To the sales pitch.
Come practice her spiel on you. You don't have to buy. I said, fine, come practice your spiel. So she does their spiel in front of me and Sleaze. And then she says, I'm like, I'm sorry. I was dead serious. I'm like, you're not going to get anything. I just vacuumed. She vacuums so much shit up. And I'm like, you can just keep going. Like, it was one of those where the canister's over here. And Sleaze is crying because I had said, you're not going to get anything. I vacuumed before you came. And that fucking canister is just filling up. The HEPA filter is like...
Oh my god, you should see me with a Dyson. I will clean from the point I get up until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, just going all over the house. I'm like, this is canister number 5. Ah!
No, oh my god, that is not like, okay, that's my current wife. Lisa will be like, she'll be like, look at this. Can you believe I vacuumed 2 days ago? What the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And it's like, we don't even have a dog. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, don't even talk to me about that shit, dude. I hate vacuuming. I will consciously say to myself, okay, I need to vacuum this weekend. I'm going to spend the entire weekend in the garage and in the studio and not come in the house. That's what I would do. So, yeah, anyway. You guys, how long have we been going? We've been going for a fucking long time. This is like an hour long bunch of crap. I want to ask Jeff.
And a half.
We should. Oh, you just cracked another beer, so we got to keep going, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I got one more to go to. Okay, we'll do one more beer. Jess, what are you drinking? How's everything going? Your battery on your phone gonna last?
I'm at 38%, but I can put on my battery saver.
Or actually,
I think we got a good another 15, 20 in here. I want to go back to what we originally started talking about the harassment bullshit. I'm gonna take this fucking jacket off.
Ow, ow.
I think again, okay, it's a matter of like power and shit. That's what it is too. And what women have to like think they need to do to get a job. Have you ever, on the flip side of this, used your sexuality to try to influence a guy to get, you know what I mean? Because it works both ways. A guy can hold power over a girl in order to get what the guy wants. But I think a lot of the times we're fucking pea brains. Guys are. Chick walks in here, asks me, "Hey, you got $10 I can borrow?" I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "I'll jerk you off." I'm like, okay, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's kind of like
both.
paying for the service. I mean, I've definitely like flirted and been cutesy or like fixed the cleavage to get what I need.
Right. I think I'm just finding it difficult that it's 99.9% guys. Okay, give me a break. You're telling me right now. Okay, I'll tell you this right now, and I know this I can't say this for a definite fact, but I just kind of know. We live in a town where a woman who's probably one of the most powerful women on the planet was born. Okay, I can tell you this right now. Madonna has made advances on guys. Okay, she's born in Bay City. I know this. There's no way. I'm not saying it's a fact, but I just know it. You can't tell me that a woman like her in that power position has not done some shit to a guy or come on to a guy. It's just that the guys don't ever
right. But here's
feel vulnerable about it.
And like, I'm not defending it or anything, but I mean, I'm as flirty, and I will tell a waitress anything and obnoxious things, and they know what they have to do to get a better tip, or not have to. I've got it. Sounded terrible.
But they have to show more titty.
No, I mean, but hey, Louis C.K., you don't whack it off in front of them, bro.
That seems a little weird to me. Have you ever done that, Jay? Have you ever jerked off in front of a girl?
Like twice, but
this week
it's happened to me a few times.
Well, see, it's funny because when
one night stand, you don't know what you're expecting, and the next thing you know, the guy's just like,
well, the thing weird is, that's the safest sex you can fucking have. Really,
what's going on?
That's the safest fucking sex you can have. So in that respect, yeah, but I've only done that one time before, and it was when the other girl was masturbating in front of me. So it was just like, yep, you're doing that. This is happening too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, and I just, believe me, like, I am as guilty as the next guy. But if there's like certain things, like, I'm like, you know, I think it's like Jess said, it's a little cat and mouse. You know what I mean? Like, but my Lisa, my wife, she's in home profession. Say that she has a job where she deals with older men a lot, and
she's getting groped like crazy.
Just, hey, thanks for the good job. You know what I mean? It's like Mad Men at her job. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're like, haha, that's cute, sir. Harold, you can't do that anymore. And you can't refer to the colors as the black folk. Okay, but there's things we don't do anymore. Okay, take your hand off my ass. And that nice black man down the hall is named Terry, not the nice black man down the hall. You know, it's just things have evolved.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Have they evolved, or have we become bigger pussies about it because certain people can't handle it? You know what I mean? Because there's a certain aspect of the Louis C.K. thing that it doesn't bug me that much. It seems like he tried to ask these chicks, hey, do you mind if I do this? And they thought he was fucking joking, and he just fucking wasn't joking. And what the hell are they doing up in his hotel room anyway? That's part of me is like, okay, there's some shit.
Well, yeah, like you're going to his hotel room. What do you think he's going to show you?
So there are parts of me that
material. By material, I mean I'm gonna handle my penis like this.
I'm a little biased too because I like Louis C.K. Don't get me wrong. Right. Yeah. Here's the thing.
What's the whole Mr. Weinstein thing? Like those girls. oh, I'm going up to a director's room. Okay, the like director couch or audition couch has been a porn. I mean, that story is older than Beauty and the Beast. Okay, that one's as old as time. Okay, like cavemen were like, come sit on this rock and give me a Hummer. If you know, like that one is as old as time.
So how long before it just kicks back into being normal again and the press isn't globbed on it? Because right now this is the thing that everybody's just everybody's doing this. Me too, hashtag me too. All this. Is it going to level out and go back to just, or is it going to flip flop? I mean, there's got to be something that rights the ship. Because you think this is going to stop people? Everybody's how are you going to flirt with somebody, or how are people going to even? I don't know. It's taking a part of life out. I'm not saying that Kevin Spacey groping fucking 14-year-old boys is. I'm not talking that part of it. I'm talking if I go over to the freaking big boy and the waitress is, like you said, Jay, batting an eye at me to try to work my tip. If I reciprocate and I think something a little too much, where's the line? It's just weird to me. It's going to take this level of flirtation away, or this level of, I don't know. I agree 100%. You don't touch somebody that doesn't want to get touched. You definitely have to ask permission. But if I'm drunk and a girl's drunk, okay, let's say we're equally drunk, okay. We both decide that what we're going to do with each other could be pushed over the line in either direction. Who's in the wrong?
I mean,
whoever
if
wakes up
the person
first
says, "Hey, I don't like that," hysterically. I mean, as a decent person or just a normal person,
I can't speak for Jay on this, but I can give you a story that you're gonna be like, okay, that's a little. Okay, there's two stories. First of all, everybody knows who's listening to this program that when I was a kid, my babysitter had her way with me, right? And it's turned me into the sick, twisted fuck that I am today. So I have to throw my shouts out to her on that one. But I wonder how different it would have been if that didn't happen and everything kind of progressed naturally the way it should have been. There was a huge gap in when that happened to me, and then when I was with another person. Really, that's weird in and of itself. So with that as the baseline, years and years and years go by, and I'm in a scenario where I am with two girls at once. Okay, I'm just with the one. I want to be just with the one, and the other one jumps in. Okay, the other one jumps in. I'm not anticipating that the other one's jumping in. Okay. So as I'm doing things with the one girl, the other one just jumps in. All right. I'm doing things with the one. Why? Okay. So then I'm not saying that I wanted the other one at all. So I can remember in my head as this person is on me. I can totally tell you this. I thought to myself, this chick is completely raping me right now. That is exactly word for word what I was thinking in my head. This girl that I didn't ask to do this to, or do this to me. In my head, I remember saying this to myself. This chick is absolutely, this is when I was way, way older, not young. So but I'm a guy, so it's like, that shit happens.
Did you say this isn't going to hold up in court? I might as well keep going.
Well,
yeah.
Everything holds up in court when it's recorded, Jay.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but this is what I was thinking. So how it always levels back to me how inebriated somebody is, under the influence, what they went into, what their intentions were. There's way more to every single story.
Because I'll be honest, if regret had anything to do with me telling whether this happened or that happened, then yeah, I'd be all over it too, Yeah. But yeah, just.
Well, not just that. I mean, what if it came down?
I mean, at first I was like, oh, it'll be political gain. That must be what they're after. And then I'm like, Nah, man, it's like a fad.
Money.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
true.
see that. Money and advancement in their career and what they can get out of the situation. I can completely agree with
But I
that.
mean, I do feel bad. Like not to take a different side, but like, what was it? Winona Judd was like she totally was like told Mr. Weinstein like she would sleep with him after she got a role, and she was like, I just said that to get out of getting raped, and people are like, well, then you're a whore. You know? Wait,
No, that's an escape plan.
yeah, no kidding. You know what I mean? You got to have like a out. Like I was like, but I mean,
so Jess, have you ever been in a situation where a guy holds this power over you? I can't see you. I don't know you as well as everybody else. I mean, we've only talked in this scenario a couple times, but to me, you seem like a badass chick. You're not going to put up with shit. Have you ever had somebody like attempt that crap with you?
Oh yeah, a few times.
You shut them
Yeah,
down like fucking yeah.
Let me see. I mean, I've had, fuck to say it, like high school teachers of mine
oh my god,
that tried shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, but
See, the thing about that, going back to teachers like that though, the high school guy teachers, yes, absolutely, that's a given. But have you not noticed that there's a lot of women high school teachers recently?
A plethora, one would say.
A ton, and some of them are really attractive, hot chicks. It's like, what the hell? I mean,
Our friend, I just sent a news article to our friend Red Stick. One happened at his high school.
shut up.
And she's smoking. And the picture she's not very picture in her mugshot, believe it or not. And I sent it to him and he sent me it back. He's like, dude, she's way hotter than that picture.
I cannot wait to call him. I want to call him motherfucker like right now.
The funny thing was, the article I shared, it ran across like some feed. You know how like news pops up on your iPad?
Yeah.
His comment was, dude, she's way hotter in person than that picture. P.S. Where did you get an article from Fox News, you asshole? And I was like,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was like, wait, you like noticed it? I didn't even notice it was from Fox. You know what I mean? Like articles pop up on your feed. You don't know where they're coming from, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, he was more upset about it being from Fox News than he was. I'm like, it's fair and balanced. It says so right on the screen.
All right. We got to wrap it up here, guys. It's getting late. Yes, looks like her and her man are going to get busy.
The guy. Oh well, it is 11:19 at his house. What time is it?
No, it's the same. It's same. You guys are both in the central zone. I'm 11:19. You guys got early night still. It's only 10.
Jess, is it 10 or 11? Or is it 10 or 9 there?
I don't know, babe. Move the towel.
It's only 10.
The cum towel, yeah. We use the cum towel to cover up the clock. It is 10:20.
Oh, okay, it is 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys got plenty of time to have some fun. I'm the only late one now.
Yeah.
So. All right, let's wrap it up. Jess, you have anything final to say? I'm glad you were on this time. I'm apologizing again for the last one. It's not because I didn't enjoy the show. It's because I just fucked up and the damn recording got fucked. So
it's all right. No need to apologize. Shit happens. Final words?
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to tell everybody?
I don't know. That's too much pressure.
Everybody says that. You think about it next time.
Warm up loop first.
Nice to meet you, Guy. Hopefully we can hear you guys again soon.
You guys have a good night.
J-Mac, how about you? What's going on, J-Mac? Are you J-Mac? You know what's funny, J-Mac? Do that again one more time. What are you doing? Like back and forth? Yeah. When I was a kid.
It turns out it's my wife's hand sanitizer for work. So.
Jay, the way you were doing that with your hands with the backs and forth, when I was a kid, when I first learned how to masturbate, I thought that's how you did it. Like you're whittling a stick like that. That's how you spin a fucking dick. I'm not even kidding you, dude. I'm not even joking. I would have all sorts of weird shit, and I would be like down on my shit.
Who's the fire?
When you first learned how to jerk off, you were just like, that's the weirdest time in your life, isn't it? When you're like, how do I do this?
But you know you got it. You
got to.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway,
I'm gonna try that move out tonight.
Lube up properly. I guarantee it work better. So
yes, do not use the cheap shampoo that Alan grew up on.
Dude, when you pissed, what I remember peeing after doing the shampoo, and it was like, no, it's like the worst pain in the world.
Dude,
You get soap in your pee hole, dude. That is bad.
It's so funny. Like the other night, my my little guy would not like. Obviously, he always is grabbing his shit, but he was especially grabbing it. And I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "I think I got some of the soap in there." I'm like, "I bet you did."
All right, J-Mac, your final words. What do you got?
Me, you, and the devil make three.
All right, for everybody, I'm the kid. This is Going Deep Show. Hit 8hole.com and also hit goindeepshow.com. Call, was it 989-331-0543? We will see everybody soon. Chill to the next one.
Woo!
All right, good stuff, guys. It was fun. I'm sorry I don't have the music and shit going in the background. Usually I have a little more of my cues and stuff lined up.
I'm imagining it in my head.
I'm gonna have to do some extra work now just to get it all spliced and diced, but it'll be good.
It'll take longer to delete this one, Jess. Don't worry about
it. This will be 2 good ones. So.
All right, Jess.
Let you guys get going. Nice to see you guys.
Later.
Bye.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Yeah, brother.